Mercedes has a lot to prove with its first proper EV coming to the United States. The EQS will land in dealers this fall at a yet-to-be-announced price point, and, when it does, it'll take on offerings from Tesla and Porsche. How will it fare against these EVs? We had a chance to drive the 2022 EQS for 2 days and figure out how it stacks up not just against competitors, but up against the S-Class itself. Unlike the all models of which are based on existing internal combustion Mercedes-Benz models, the EQS is a standalone model in its own right. Benz's first dedicated electric car platform features a newly developed range of drivetrains, a battery promising a range of up to 485 miles under the European test procedure, and arguably the most advanced interior you'll find in any current production car. Positioned at the top of a growing list of EQ-badged models, it also acts as a technological showcase for the Mercedes-Benz brand, featuring a number of innovations we can also expect to see on upcoming models, including a LiDAR-based Level 3 autonomous driving function. Aesthetically, the EQS is a radical departure from traditional combustion engine Mercedes-Benz models, with a cab-forward profile similar to that previewed by the EQS Vision concept back in 2019. Distinguishing exterior elements include a black grille, a pair of angular headlamps available with what Mercedes calls digital light, which has matrix projectors with 1.3 million pixels in each headlight that can be used to project warning symbols onto the road surface or for some startup theater, and a horizontal light bar across the leading edge of the hood. For the first time on a Mercedes-Benz production model, the clamshell-style hood is fixed, designed to be opened only during servicing. The filler for the windshield washer is integrated into the driver's side front panel, flipping out when pressed. The steeply raked windshield flows into what Mercedes describes as a one-bow roofline, its arc tracing all the way to the rear deck lid. The doors are frameless and feature the same flush handles seen on the latest S-Class. Mercedes-Benz claims the EQS betters the Tesla Model S for aerodynamic efficiency, with a record-breaking production car drag coefficient of 0.20 in base rear-wheel drive form in combination with an optional AMG styling package and specially developed low-drag wheels. The EQS's aluminum-intensive platform supports 2 drivetrain layouts, either single-motor and rear-wheel drive, or dual-motor, all-wheel drive. The electric motors, produced by Valeo Siemens e-Automotive, are mounted low within a subframe at the front and within the axle assembly at the rear. A 396-volt lithium-ion battery, assembled by Mercedes-Benz sister company Automotive, uses a steel and aluminum casing and is integrated into the floor, giving the EQS a much lower center of gravity than the S-Class. The power electronics, meanwhile, are packaged up front under the fixed hood. Mercedes put a lot of effort into the interior of the EQS, which combines its own unique elements with features from other models in the Benz lineup. The standard setup brings a layout similar in appearance to the latest S-Class, with 12.3-inch digital instrument display and a 12.8-inch infotainment screen, in combination with a multifunction steering wheel featuring touch-sensitive controls on the upper spokes. North American buyers will also be able to opt for the so-called Hyperscreen, a one-piece curved screen that stretches across the width of the dashboard. It houses 3 digital displays, one for the instruments, one for the infotainment functions, and another ahead of the front passenger seat. It is impressive, no doubt. But the 56.7-inch wide screen is prone to reflections in sunny conditions, despite the inclusion of a sensor that automatically alters its brightness. A high-set center console divides the front seats, which are broad and magnificently comfortable, if a little short on lateral support. They can also be ordered with up to 19 motors and a total of 10 massage programs. Although Mercedes-Benz says the EQS has a flat floor, there is a slight rise in the middle of the structure to increase stiffness. This is most noticeable from the rear, which can be configured with either a 3-passenger bench seat or 2 individual seats. Rear seat accommodations are excellent, especially in terms of leg and shoulder room. While the EQS does without a front storage compartment, its 22 cubic feet of trunk space is more than that offered by the latest S-Class. The EQS launches with 2 models. The entry-level EQS is the rear-wheel drive EQS 450 Plus, which uses a rear-mounted permanent magnet electric motor that makes 329 horsepower and 419 pound-feet of torque. We expect the 450 Plus to accelerate to 60 miles per hour in about 6 seconds. It has a range of 485 miles under the WLTP test procedure used in Germany. That should equate to roughly 360 miles of range in the United States using the EPA methodology. Its 107 kilowatt-hour battery will be used by all EQS models at launch. A smaller 90 kilowatt-hour battery is also planned for the EQS 450 Plus. The flagship model is the all-wheel drive EQS 584 Matic, which is the one we drove. It uses two permanent magnet motors with a combined output of 516 horsepower and 631 pound-feet of torque. The 580 should scoot to 60 miles per hour in about 4 seconds and have roughly 315 miles of range in the US. Battery charging is via a CCS socket at either 11 kilowatts or 22 kilowatts on level 2 AC, while its peak DC fast charging rate tops out at 200 kilowatts. Mercedes-Benz claims a preconditioning function and an intelligent cooling strategy allows high current to be maintained for long periods, maximizing charging rates. It also provides a 10-year or 155,000-mile guarantee for the battery.
Subscribe to Auto TV.
Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.